Okay, now to continue, this is a part three. Uh, After we have done all this, what remains now is to start our design. So, if we are creating a carousel, these carousels are like what's it called? More than one uh, what's it called? Information posts, like the one that you have to be sliding, and those are carousels. Then, if it is just one page image that you want to do, that means everything you are doing will be in this one page. But if you are creating carousels, you want to make sure that the only thing you have, the first thing you are creating is the what? Is the hook. The hook is mostly, it might not be a title, but it's like it's like a statement or something, or some combination of some words that you use to, or let me say a statement that you use to bring the attention of people to what you are what's it called, to what you are doing. So you understand? So that's what hook is all about. So if you are creating hook, if you are creating hook, you just want to do your hook and make sure it is taking the whole space. Let it be bold. So when somebody is scrolling through Instagram and he sees your hook, the font alone will make it. So the first mistake you should not do is, let me use an example. Don't create hook like this. For example, let me just take one of these text here and edit them. Oh, sorry. Let me just take one of these text here and edit it. Let me say how to make masa. How to make masa. Don't do a hook like this. Who will see this one? Who is going to see this one? Nobody. You understand? So you want to make sure your hook is what is as big as possible. You understand? You want to make sure it is what as big as far as still in that box. You understand? Still in the box. Now, when we talk about box, remember that you have other what's it called? Other things you are going to put in this box. Like in my own content, mostly in carousels, you have something like numbering that used to be around here. You understand? Like for example, now you have someone that something like this. You have me. Some people don't start with it, but me, I normally like to start with it 00. You understand? You have it hanging at the corner here like this. So you get. So you want to make sure that you're not entering, covering it. And also, like if you see my content, you will see that I have some text here too that is saying things like J4P marketers. You understand that kind of thing? Sorry, J4P marketers. Sorry. I'm typing so fast, so making some errors. Marketers. This normally happens. It's like a glitch of the Pixel app, whereby everything just resets and it has affected my content, but I hope it did not actually. So I did not. So yeah, so you have to make sure that your hook is not falling on the words that are below. You understand that are here. So that means you have to also what give another line above these ones. You understand? Another line. So your hook is just going to be something like this. Sure, you get something like this. Big enough. Big enough. Some people do what's it called? Use a particular size in this place. Some people just okay, they want to use only 200. So anything they are writing, once is not contained with this 200 in this place, they try to reduce the phrase as much as possible. For example, now if I'm to type how to make masa now, you can see it is okay. It is sharp on this image, on the content, on the workspace. If I'm to put something like how to make masa and sell to people online, if I'm to do this, you can see the hook is not catching. You can see how long it has gone out of even the graphic. If I try to adjust it, the only way for me to achieve putting this hook is to reduce the size. You can see I've reduced the size. I'm still reducing size. See, now I've reduced size. Many people do this. Most people do this. They reduce size just to make sure that their hook enters. But one single rule about hook again is try to make it not long, because when you make your hook long, people are very lazy nowadays. They don't want to read anything. So when you are making your hook long, you are selling them off. So you want a hook to be something that will just catch them at once. You understand? But this one, I'm not saying it's bad for a hook, but I'm just saying you should try your possible best to make sure your hook is as short as possible. So back to those people that like to, what's it called? That like to make their hook in a particular number. So if you check the size now, you will see that it is you see from 200 has gone to 132. So what people do in this case is try to rephrase as much as possible to get that 200 boldness. That's what they call consistency. You understand? So maybe the person will now do, okay, how to um, make and somebody can say how to make or realize and sell massa. So you can see this one now has entered. So these are the different ways to make sure your hook is intact with. Let's check the size. You can see it's still 200. So this is another way you can make sure you keep to your font. You understand the size and everything, but it's not bad if you reduce the size when because of the hook is too long or something like that. But and again, try not to make your hook long. Sure you get. So this is what we want to talk about in this part 3. Your hook. You understand? Let it be bold. Let it be bold. And lastly, don't forget your hook should be in a particular font. Don't use different fonts for your hook. You understand? Like now, I will use. Let me say I use how to maybe say my master my this how to make. I use this font for this one. Then or let me do like this. Okay, some people will do like this. How to make how to make they will now come put fonts. They will change fonts. Let's say put this kind of font now. Put this kind of font. How to make they will now create another content, another text. I say how to make massa and sell. They will go to the font again, change the font. So let's say change the font to something like this or something like this. How to make massa and sell. You see, this is not really good for a hook. It can work. There's nothing that cannot work, but this is not really good for a hook. So it's better you keep the hook with a particular font, or if you are going to change any font, don't change the font itself. If you want to highlight anything, just change the color instead. For example, like this how to make. Now I can just go to the color. Where's the color? Sorry, I can go to the color and just put that how to. I can put it in a color that is eye catchy with my color codes. You must have selected your color by now. See, something like this is better like this than mixing it with a different a different font entirely. You can do your font, use the same font, but use a different color to highlight the pinpoint. You understand? To highlight the pinpoint in the whole content.